Hello friends, welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. In this particular short video lesson, I am going to clear some of your misconceptions about spoken English. So that's why we have taken a very fantastic topic for you and it's there on your screen. Myth versus reality. Spoken English is difficult. So friends, why do you feel spoken English is very difficult? So let me, list out some of the favorable points before you. You have been learning English since your childhood. English is the official language in India. And the third thing is that it is not only in India, in most part of the world, also English is spoken. If you find your foreigners in your country, obviously they speak, even they belongs to a different country, but they speak in English. So it is sometimes we call it the lingua franca of the world. And one more thing I would like to inform you that statistics is out of so many, there are so many foreign languages are there, but English is the easiest language as far as the in foreign category or as far all the foreign languages are concerned. In spite of knowing all these points, you believe English or spoken English is very difficult. So what are the reasons? There must be some reasons behind it. So let's try to uncover it. So let me tell you, the myth is that spoken English is very difficult. But the reality is that English is the easiest language in the foreign category. With the right approach, with the right technique, with the right mindset, you can speak English. It will not take more than 90 days. It's my promise to all. So let's try to find out why do you think English is very difficult? Because you know that you are learning only one subject called English. Actually, English, you are not learning it as a subject. You are supposed to learn it as a skill. You always feel that English is a skill, just like swimming is a skill, driving is a skill. This is a skill, the first things. And the second thing is that you are learning two English. One is called American English, other is called British English. And there is a lot of differences between American English and British English. And we Indian are poor fellows. We follow both American English and British English. So before I can distinguish between American English and British English, let's come to the main point or main issue. Like why we are learning two English. One is called American English, other is called British English. You know, the British ruled over a country for more than 200 years. So this English language is a gift from them and becomes an official language. So that's why we're learning British English. Why American English? Take all the big corporates, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, shopping. Okay. So if you take all the big corporations, they are based out of America. So that's why if you want to build a career in this particular field, obviously you are forced to learn American English. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are learning two English. One is called British English, other is called American English. And that's why where the problem lies. We feel that we are learning one English, which is absolutely not. We are learning two English whenever it comes to spoken. But believe me, whenever it comes to written English, that mostly we follow British English. But whenever it comes to spoken, we are using both American English and British English. So to make my point a little bit clear to you, let me give some example. Okay, so let me write a sentence, something called I have a car. So whenever I say I have a car, I mean to say that I possess a car. I own a car. So here have is used for possessiveness or ownership, right? And this is called American English. The British people say like this: I have got a car. You might have heard that also people are saying like this: I have got a car. So that is called British English. So look at the things. This is called American English. This is called American, and this is called British. So structure wise, you can find there's a difference, right? Sometimes you say vocabs wise. Have you heard something called soccer? Soccer means it's an American word. That means football. In British, we call it football. But in American English, it is called soccer. Another word I would like to inform you, something called flat, apartment. So apartment is an American word, whereas flat is a British word, right? So this is vocabs wise, they're also different. There is a difference. And the third thing is the spelling. Have you ever heard like this? Suppose, let me give an example here. Suppose you say color, C-O-L-O-U-R. You are very much familiar with this one, right? And we call it British way of writing. This is British way of spelling it. This is what is the American equivalent? C-O-L-O-R. This is called American English. A stands for America and B stands for British. So this is American English. So look at the things. There's so many differences are there, and also the way they pronounce a word. Also, there is a difference. So, but very honestly and unfortunately, we are learning two English. One is called British English, other is called American English. Whenever it comes to spoken, but whenever it comes to written English, there is no problems for you because you are learning one English, and that's why you feel that written English is okay. I am pretty good. I am good at written communication. But whenever it comes to spoken English, you don't know that you are learning two English. One is called American English, other is called British English. So it is just like, you know, two English you are most of the time. And that's why you are at loss. You are in a confused state of mind. You always feel that spoken English is very difficult, which is absolutely not. Right now, this is the symptoms. You may ask me questions. So what is the way out? Do you want to learn spoken English with that amount of eagerness? Look, you have a Oriya mindset. Those who are watching this video, mostly I make video for the Oriya people, Oriya medium educated students. If you really feel that you have a fear factor you are skittish about, I mean, you have xenoglossophobia, you are skittish about spoken English, then join with Ego. Me and my team is going to guide you how to speak English fluently, confidently, naturally, and something called error free English. Okay. See you guys in the next video. I'm coming with another things, but whenever it comes to spoken English, it should not be a stumbling block in your career. So what are we waiting for? Just join with Ego, the skill provider, and I'm sure within 90 days you can speak English fluently and confidently. Thank you.